Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Hugging Face has just released a very small video understanding model called as SmolVLM2. This model, unlike massive models that require substantial computing resources, is designed to be efficient and run on any device from phones to servers. The goal is to make video understanding accessible across all devices and use cases for everyone, and I really applaud that goal. We are going to install this model locally and we will also test it out on various images and videos. This small VLM comes in three sizes: 2.2 billion, 500 million, and 256 million parameters. Despite their small size, these models outperform existing models in terms of memory consumption as per data shared on the model card. The 2.2 billion parameter model is the most powerful and is suitable for vision and video tasks, while the 500 billion and 256 million models are smallest video language models ever released. I have been covering these small models from Hugging Face for quite some time and they have always been interesting. So you can see that these are the VLM models which I already covered on the channel, which were released couple of months back, and this is a new version which we are going to try out today. This model is available for use with transformers and MLX from day 0. The model can be used for various applications which I already discussed, and before I talk more about its training, let's try to get installed, and I will start the process and we will talk more. For that, let me also give a huge thanks to Mast Compute who are sponsoring this VM and this GPU NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. You won't need that VRAM, don't worry, and I'm also going to show you the VRAM consumption in real time. Let me also start creating my virtual environment with Conda while we talk. If you are looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on range of GPUs, so do check them out. Now, coming back to this model, let's talk a bit more about its training. So, this model, the SmolVLM2, was trained on a large dataset that includes a diverse range of videos, images, and text. The training process involved a combination of masked language modeling, image text contrastive learning, and video text contrastive learning. While I talk, let me also run this command to install all the prerequisites, which in primarily installing torch, torch vision, decode because for video understanding, and then flash attention. You can skip the flash attention, but I would highly recommend you do it because most of the recent NVIDIA GPU card like Ampere Hopper support that. So let's try to get this installed. This is going to take 4 to 5 minutes. While that happens, let's talk a bit more about training as I was saying. So just to repeat, the training process involved a combination of masked language modeling, image text contrastive learning, and video text contrastive learning. Now, if you don't know what these three mean, let me explain very quickly in very simple words. So first one in the line is this masked language modeling. So imagine you are reading a sentence, but some words are missing. You need to guess what those words are. This technique trains the model to predict missing words or phrases in a sentence, and that is called as masked language modeling. Then we have image text contrastive learning. Show the model an image and a sentence that describes it, then show it another image with a sentence that doesn't describe it. The model learns to recognize which image and sentence pairs match and which don't. This helps the model understand how images and text are related. And then third one is video text contrastive learning. Similar to previous technique, but instead of images, the model is shown videos and sentences that describe them. The model learns to recognize which video and sentence pair match and which don't. And again, the model learns to relate videos with the text. So by combining these three techniques, this small VLM2 learns to understand language, images, and videos in a more comprehensive way. And that is why I think this could be a good model. But look, don't take my word for it. Let's try to test it out. So the installation is still happening. Let me meanwhile take the advantage and quickly introduce you to the sponsors of this video, who are our very good friends at iGent Bot. AgentBot lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Let's go back and check. Shouldn't take too long now. And then once it installs, it is going to launch our Jupyter notebook so that we could play around with the model. Now let's download our model. And I'm going to go with this 2.2 billion one, which is the star of this whole series, I believe. And the model is being downloaded. There are two shards of it. The first shard is around 5 gigs. So let's wait for it to get downloaded. And the last shard is being downloaded. So the model size is around, I would say, 8 gig on the disk. And the model is downloaded. Now let's do the inference. Let me paste the code. So here, first up, what I'm trying to do, I am just trying to do the video understanding with this model. So I have just given it the path to one of my local video. Let me first play that video for you. This is just a podcast sort of thing which I was trying to do some time back. So it's a small short video around 30 seconds. I'm just sitting in a room and speaking in my mic. So let me minimize this, and then I'm asking it to describe the video, and then we are applying the chat template to the model, and we are generating or encoding it, that prompts, and then model is generating the output, and then we are decoding it back and printing the output there. So let me run it. So it is running at the moment, as you can see. So while it runs, let's also check the VRAM consumption. So it is consuming over 6 gig of VRAM. Their model card says around under 5, so but it is touch over 6, which is, I think, should even fit it on that one. And while it was running, you see that it says that you are provided the following series of 29 frames from this. So language is bit off, but anyway, 29 seconds, that is perfect. Then it has done it frame by frame. And this is a video detail that it features a person seated in a room engaged in a conversation or presentation as indicated by their hand gesture and the presence of a microphone. Very nice. The individual is dressed in a dark jacket and is seated in front of a white desk. Is it white? Where does it see the white desk? Okay, so it's not in front of me. The white desk is behind me. Okay, which holds two. Okay, so in front of. So yes, so for that it would be in front. Okay, that is fine. We'll take it. Which holds two computer monitors, a keyboard, and a mouse. The room has. Do I have two monitors? I'm sorry, I just need to double check. Yes, I don't have two monitors. One is laptop, but I'll take it. So, and then allowing natural light, that is good. Partially blind. There are partial blinds. Throughout the video, the person head movement are varied. The overall setting and person action suggest a focused and possibly informative or educational interaction. That is quite intelligent, I would say, this last line, where it is trying to understand the context. So this was a short video. Let's try out a bit longish video. Okay, so for the long video, what I'm doing, I have just given it this bedrock.mp4. So this is a video of from my own channel, which I have just downloaded. So it is a small course of around 30 minutes, or no, sorry, 18 minutes, just close to 18 minutes, 35 seconds on Amazon Bedrock, which I did last year. So this is what I'm giving it, and I'm asking it to describe this video. I have also increased the max new token. This might saturate some of the GPUs, but let's try it out. We can reduce it if it complains. So let's wait for it to generate something. Hopefully VRAM consumption wouldn't have jumped. Let's check. No, it's the same. Okay, so let's wait for the model to come back. And it took just under a minute, and it has already gone through all the video, and these are all the frames. Looks quite good. So if I quickly read through this, it says that the video starts with a title slide introducing Amazon Bedrock, followed by a graphical representation of data flow between an AWS service and a local application. That is quite good. So you see, if I start it, it
Amazon,
is going
if
through
you have
this.
is weather.
There you
So,
go.
for
So this is
example,
right. So
if
this
you
is
want to
AWS
widgets
service and
for
flow.
model is,
and then it is talking about all the stuff there. Conclude with a step-by-step guide includes code snippets, and conclude with a detailed guide on how to set up a connection to the Amazon Bedrock SDK using Poto 3. So I would say spot on, a perfect answer. Okay, so this is how the video works, and I believe you can go with over, I think, 1.5 hour videos easily with this 2.2 billion model. That is what their card says, and I think we should believe them. So this is how you do the video. Let's try it out on the image now. For the images, the code is same. All we are changing is that I'm just getting the image in this format from my local system, and this is the image which I'm going to do. So if you look at this image, this is an invoice, and then there are some items, there is some cost and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask this model to extract all the maybe item names from this invoice. So let's minimize it, and I'm saying extract the item names from this invoice. Let's run it. While it's running, let's also check the VRAM consumption. So for VRAM, for images, it is going slightly up, around 8 gig of VRAM. Interesting. Okay, so maybe we would have to flush it down. Anyway, let's leave it at that. So you see, if I scroll down and if I show you the image here, I'll minimize it. So there are 3 items: service, parts, AAA, triple B. So it has done what I have asked it to do. So it is following the instruction quite nicely. And then let's see, so there is also a discount percent column, let's see, which is 0%. Let's see if it can do that. I'm sure it will, but let's try it out. How much is the discount in this invoice? Let's try it out. That shows 0%. So fast. You see, this is what I wanted to show you. It really is lightning fast. In for OCR, this is primarily an OCR, and it is just keeping right to what we have asked it to do. Okay, so let's try out few more. Okay, so for the next one, what I'm going to do, I'm just showing it this image, which is a very beautiful temple. I think it is called as Meenakshi temple. It is in Indian city of Madurai. I have never been there, by the way. So I'm asking the model that what is this place shown in this image, and how can I get there from Colombo, Sri Lanka? Because this temple, I believe it is in south of India, and then Sri Lanka is just off the coast of their Lakadive something sea. So let's see if it can do that. Let me also change the path here. So the model has come back with the response. Let's check it out. So it is saying the place shown in the image is Meenakshi Amman temple in Madurai, India. It is a Hindu temple dedicated to the goddess Meenakshi and is one of the most famous and largest Hindu temple. So it has told me quite nicely what it is, but it hasn't given me how to go there. Okay, and maybe I'll just try to force the model to tell me. So I have changed the prompt that how can I get to Meenakshi temple as shown in image from Colombo. There you go. So it says to get to Meenakshi temple, you can take a flight from Colombo to Chennai airport, then take a train to Madurai, and finally take a bus or taxi to temple. Alternatively, you can take a flight from Colombo to Madurai, and then quite good. So you see, you just have to play around with the prompts. Okay, so it is location aware, and it can do pretty good job with the directions too. Let's try out few more. Next, let's try to do some OCR. So this is the usual stuff where I'm giving it some text, which is in English, few of the European languages, and then some alphanumeric characters. I'm asking it to extract the text from image and identify the language too. So let's see if it is able to do that. There you go. Speed, just check out the speed. So look, if I quickly look through it, it has given me, yeah, perfect. So I think this looks quite good. I'm just quickly double checking if it has missed anything. I don't see any missed stuff. Rapido is good. It's not telling me the languages. I think it only maybe goes with the first part of the prompt, so just have to force it. Anyway, Okay, let's try out some of the multilingual ones. So next up, I'm giving it this Arabic one to see if it is able to do that. Let's wait for it. So it has given me the output, but you can already see that it is not correct. So I think it is only multilingual in English, I believe, and the European languages. Maybe for the sake of completion, we will also check it in the Chinese one. So I have given it this Chinese text in Hansi script. So let's see if it is able to do that. And it has given me this. I'm not really sure about that. So if you're a Chinese speaker or Chinese native Chinese speaker, and if you know what exactly this is, can you please let me know if you think this is correct? My guess is not, but I will take your advice on this one. Okay, so let's try one more prompt. And I know that I'm asking too much from a 2.2 billion parameter model, but let's try it out. Okay, next up, I'm asking it to give me the time on the clock. And it says 10:10, perfectly well. Okay, next up I have asked it from this table as which one is the smallest model in terms of size, as you can see here. And it has given me Moondream 0.5 billion, and that is the size as you can see here with a download size of 593. Come on, you okay, so this one is 0.5 int 8 int 4. So int 4 is smallest, which is 422. So I take it back. This one is it got it wrong. It is 422 422, and I think if I uh, adjust my prompt, it is going to get it. But I think it should have done it right. In this go, it's still the size. Okay, so that is okay. Maybe we'll go with the memory now. Okay, so I have asked it in terms of memory, so it has got it right. That is Moon Dream 0.5 billion, and this time it got it right at 816. Okay, that is good. I'll take it as a correct answer. Okay, let's see if model is able to recognize humans. So I am asking it that which famous person this girl in image look like. By the way, this image is a AI generated one. Now let me run it to see if it get it right. Let's wait for it. Zoya Akhtar, I have no idea who that is, so I don't think so. I'll Google it later, but what is your guess anyway? So I don't think the model got it right, but uh, other than that, I think the model is really sublime. Very keen to hear your thoughts about it. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.